All right, welcome back to another After Dark, everyone. Hope you all are having a good night so far. Hope you guys had a wonderful day. All right, so this one, you know who you are in the comments, man. Shout out to the comments for finding this golden nugget right here. This one is from Fubaz. I think it's how you say it, Fubaz Sports. And it's titled Bill Russell versus Wilt Chamberlain 1964 NBA Finals Highlights in 4K. So this looks, I mean, I just like breezed through about like 5 seconds of it, and it looks like very well restored video so far. So I wanted to save it all so I could watch these two Titans battle it out in the finals. We've seen some clips here and there on this channel, you know, on videos that are talking about these individual players, but I haven't actually gotten to see them go head to head, like for an entire series. So I'm curious what this video is going to be like, but either way, thank you for the suggestion. This is right up my alley. This is great. So speaking of two legends who don't get enough attention, Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain, I can't think of two better ones. In fact, I was getting into an argument with, not an argument, but, you know, we were just drinking and having fun with a couple of my buddies the other night. And one of the topics that came up, you know, when we were talking about the top 10 was like, I was like, guys, I think Bill and Wilt need to be on your top 10. Like, even if you've never seen them play, like, it's something I've just come to accept, that like these two are two of the greatest the game has ever seen. We need to find a place in the top 10 for them, even if it doesn't make sense to you know. And it was a funny back and forth. You know how drinking goes. it was a fun argument. Anyways, guys, without further ado, I'm going to link the original video down below in the description for you. If you want to check out this channel, which I do recommend for really old school basketball stuff, the link is down there for you. You also see a list of channel members, shout out channel members. I appreciate you guys and welcome on board to the new ones. Hope you guys enjoy that Larry O'Brien trophy next to your name. Without further ado, guys, like the video. I'd appreciate it. Let's do this. Okay. It's the 1964 NBA Finals. Bill Russell and the Boston Celtics are looking to win their 6th consecutive championship. Wilt Chamberlain and the San Francisco Warriors are making their first finals appearance. Okay, so this is when he was a Warrior.
A wiry 6'10", Russell blends quickness, desire, and intelligence.
Look at his footage,
to redefine the art of defense.
When I watch the game, I try to figure out what each player's agenda is. And you see how well he's carrying it. That's the way I want to see it.
Yeah. Me too. But I got that because I read your book.
Oh, okay.
That's how I picked up on it.
Okay.
Only 2 seasons after he averaged over 50 points per game for the season, Wilt is still the focus of the Warrior attack.
It seems incredible now to think he averaged 50 points.
Yeah, 25 rebounds. Yeah, that's amazing. It's amazing.
Times were different. It was a different
game. Yeah. A different game still. You know, 50 points, 25 rebounds. It's 50 points and 25 rebounds.
It is. Yeah. No matter how you want to slice it, that's a lot of effort in one game. And to do that over and over and over again, yeah. You can't stat pad that. You can to an extent, but you can't fully just stat pad that. You actually have to work hard in order to get it. Now, does that lead to winning? That's a whole different debate. Was he actually helping his team with those numbers? But all I'm saying is, whatever we want to say about Wilt, he exerted a ton of energy on a basketball court in order to achieve those stats. And he also played every second of every game.
Credit to what a physical specimen he was and how talented he was.
Taken by Wilt. He is awesome. A great play for the big man.
I cannot begin to describe to you as an opponent how good he was. But I had to show up. And so my game plan was to get him in a rhythm that he's comfortable with. Now, that may require he gets 45 points. But if we play it right, he get 45, we'd win the game.
My approach to the Bill Russell.
That's the same way people used to play Jordan in the beginning, in the 80s. Dare him to score 50. It's okay. we're probably going to win. You know, that's the idea, is you can't beat us all by yourself. And this is something that's still in sports today.
Situation was a little different than his was to mine, is that I always looked at the fact that we were going against the best team in the world. And going to the Boston Gardens was like the amphitheaters of the Romans, where the Christians are thrown to the lions. We had to continually try to drive ourselves to be just out there with them without being embarrassed.
Bill Russell jumping against Wilt Chamberlain.
Look at these Titans.
The tap goes to Tom Sanders of Boston. Casey Jones has it. His shot is missed, but Bill Russell rebounds, and
nice
Sam
hustle.
Jones has it. His shot is a beauty. Wayne passes off to Attles. Al's shot rims the basket, but Chamberlain rebounds and scores. Watch Bill Russell set up a block for his backcourt men. It works as Johnny Havlicek bombs one from the key. Gary Phillips, number 7, and a high pass to Wilt, who dunks it. And when he dunks the ball, he does it like a gun. And Russell rebounds. Casey Jones races it back for the Celtics. And Frank Ramsey lays it up and away.
Future coach.
Over to Phillips, to Chamberlain, and 2 points.
And Casey Jones is one of those multiple examples of someone who just stayed in-house his whole career. And that happened a lot with the Lakers and with the Celtics. And for him, it was the Celtics.
Russell's hook shot rims the basket, but he gets the rebound. A bounce pass to Sam Jones, and Sam doesn't miss. Over to Hill, number 12. Clement, and into Chamberlain. The league's leading scorer banks it in there. His shot goes up and in.
Nice
Sam
bank.
Jones across the line. On to Ramsey, into Russell. And watch Ramsey set up a nice screen for Sam Jones, who races up the side. Boston is finding it much tougher going this second half, for the defense is terrific. Wilt Chamberlain making a great block on this play.
Wow, what a block.
Chamberlain in the post. He's a tough man in there. Bill Russell blocking neatly for Sam Jones. Sam shoots and he hits. A fast break by San Francisco. Phillips to Wilt to Attles and the basket. Heizman shooting. The rebound is stuffed in by big Bill Russell.
The Celtics are a tough team to win the World Championship from. But with Chamberlain in the lineup, well, who knows?
Yes, Russell's a complete ball player. He's universally regarded as the greatest defensive player and the greatest rebounder that the game has ever seen. He's
Good
number
defense.
6. Watch him rebound. He's like an octopus. He's everywhere. And he can score, too.
A quick turn to his
Sorry, guys, if I'm a little quiet. I'm just like absorbing all this.
in the drive to the hoop. That's one of the best moves that we've ever seen Chamberlain make.
Bill Russell is a man around whom they're built, the Celtics' superlative center. Now let's watch his defense.
Okay.
Big Bill Russell has good hands. There he is, stealing. John Havlicek, number 17. Watch him work.
Trying to get it up over.
Yeah. So far with Bill, I'm seeing he's really good at denying the ball. But so that's a huge thing when you're dealing with the best scorer of all time.
He drives it down his throat.
These are complete basketball players. So you say, how about defense? Well, watch him block some shots. Wilt uses his weight of about 292 pounds to great advantage. Despite good defense, Chamberlain banks it in.
Russell, all the way.
It always makes me think, like, what if Shaq actually had a jump shot? Because when I watch Wilt, it's like, this guy, Wilt could have just done what Shaq did and just dominate in the paint. But he had that jumper. He had a little turnaround hook.
7'1" Wilt Chamberlain here of the San Francisco Warriors. This is his famed backhand flipper, and it's a tough one.
The rebound play in the NBA. Viciously competitive underneath.
Of course, in every team, he has to have help. And Chamberlain gets it.
Whoops.
Clever guy, Rogers. He's small, but he's a mighty guard. When it's all said and done, though, it's Wilt Chamberlain that the Warriors will turn to. Here's one you can't stop. The fall-away jumper.
Yep.
And he hits this repeatedly. The big guys sometimes push each other a little bit.
The commentating's great.
That fall away jumper just cannot be stopped.
Yep. Especially at his height.
Beautiful.
Good luck.
The tremendous tempo of NBA basketball.
We saw what Jordan was able to do with it at 6'6". Forget about this.
Makes one admire these great athletes all the more.
Chamberlain is the greatest scoring machine the game has ever known, and he can score on you in dozens of ways. Some people say
There it
he
is.
hook inside. Well, watch.
And Bill Russell, with a little daylight, starts the scoring. Once again, the East has the ball. That's the speedy Hal Greer, one of the great jump shooters in basketball.
Swish. The Eastern All-Stars play it high, wide, and handsome. That's
Did he just call that a swish?
swish.
Yeah, he did. I guess that was before we started saying like nothing but net.
The Eastern All-Stars play it high, wide, and handsome. That's Robertson passing along to Boston's Bill Russell.
Nice lane.
Big Wilt Chamberlain of San Francisco holds it up.
What are you yelling at the ref for?
On to Pettit, into Chamberlain, and back to Pettit, and he puts it in there.
I love seeing the glass usage
Off the
back
rim,
then.
and Chamberlain rebounds for the Westerners.
It's becoming a lost
Chamberlain
art,
pulls a neat maneuver.
which is
Bailey
funny
Howland
because there was
number
like
18.
an obvious reason to have this giant thing here called the backboard, but it's not being used anymore. I mean, barely at all.
No good. And Russell, Boston's rebound artist, takes it for the East. Old bounce passes to Chamberlain, and away it goes. Up and in.
Nice. Oops.
Guy Rogers, a great ball handler, with Jerry West and Terry Dishinger, and Dishinger gets the bucket. Russell gets it back. Big Wilt Chamberlain. And there's the great Elgin Baylor. Notice the moves.
Oops.
Sam Jones and Hal Greer. And the tip in by
Oh,
Russell.
nice fast break.
Russell on a block shot. Now one of the fastest fast breaks I've ever seen. Hal Greer gets the basket.
That's like straight out of a practice drill.
That's Bob Pettit. Chamberlain trying the famous dipper dunk. It didn't work then, but it has many times. Bill Russell laying one in for the East. That was Wayne Embry. Not many people get in his way. Another muscle guy, Len Chappell. Very powerful young player for the Knickerbockers. Don Old is a great shooter for the Pistons.
Nicknamed Wilt the Stilt, the Dipper, and the
Wilt the
Stuffer.
Stilt.
Watch him get this rebound. On to Jerry West, and this time Jerry does it all by himself. Pretty. Chamberlain in the pivot, but guarded like a leech by Russell.
A great block by Russell, and the East has the ball.
The East continues to apply the offensive pressure. Robertson with the ball.
Nice.
But watch the great
Saw that
defensive
coming.
move by Chamberlain.
Yeah, it's got to be wild to go into the paint with a guy like
And Wilt Chamberlain on the
Wilt or Russell here. That's what I'm hoping to see from Wemby. Like, punish anybody who goes down low.
But Sam Jones for the East, along with Bill Russell, are in charge. Underneath, Wayne
Oops,
Embry brings
you had
the ball
that.
back
You had
out.
that shot.
With the score 110-107, Oscar Robertson is fouled.
Oh, maybe they were burning
Controls
clock.
the ball. There are only seconds left in the ball.
Yeah, that's why he was burning the clock.
Russell gets the rebound, and the East still has control of the ball as they try to eat up the clock.
Oh, why'd you save it?
And that's it. The ball game is history. The East beats the West by a score of 111-107. A tough ball game, well played, and loved by this huge crowd.
Dang, okay, so that's an
Everybody has
all-star game.
exactly the same memory. Bill Russell was walking off winning, and Wilt Chamberlain was walking off losing.
It seems to be the history.
Into Chamberlain, he's deep, and he dips it. Russell is deep, and he scores. Phillips driving, blocked by Russell. Chamberlain with the rebound. The basket is good. He was fouled in the act of shooting. There's Chamberlain, he's deep. Let's see what the call is. No basket, a 3-second violation. Rebound at Chamberlain. Rogers shoots. Chamberlain with the rebound.
With the contest. Wow. Ooh, that was dangerous. That was dangerous. I say dangerous because you could break a wrist like that.
Russell had his hands on the ball, but Chamberlain forced it through. A remarkable shot on a fine defensive play. Chamberlain, walking violation. I noticed you were shaking your head, Freddie Schaus, when Russell partially blocked the shot and Chamberlain forced it through.
He's just so powerful, Marty. We have our own Gene Wiley that's done that several times where Chamberlain is just so powerful. He just comes right down and forces the ball through.
Shot by Phillips. Rebound to Russell.
Nice.
Sam Jones shoots. There's Masheri shooting. Rebound to Thurman. Blocked by Russell. Taken off by Jones. Sam Jones. That's Casey Jones with it. Heizman laying it up.
Okay, so they got Sam Jones and Casey Jones here.
This crowd is in a bedlam as Rogers shoots. Rebound to Russell the other way. Heizman underneath. Adels missing. Rebound to Russell. 26 compared to 16 rather. For San Francisco. In the first half, but it sure is in this third quarter. There's Chamberlain underneath, and he dunks it. That's Masheri with it. Into Chamberlain. Chamberlain scores. Rogers missing. Rebound. 1 minute to go. 1 minute.
1 minute to go.
Wingston shooting. No, he passed off to Russell.
Nice.
That's Masheri. Masheri hooking.
Wild shot.
Frank Ramsey has it. There's his shot. Rebound to Chamberlain. 25 seconds. Rogers all the way.
Ooh, good lay-in.
96-95. 21 seconds to go. Havlicek.
Ooh, Havlicek fouled.
He'll take two. Gary Phillips fouling Johnny Havlicek. That's the end of the game with the final score. Boston 98, San Francisco 95.
Whenever these two giants of the game meet, it's basketball on the highest plane. And the collision back there on April 26, 1964, was one of those games to remember. Let's recall it together.
Wow, this footage is really clean. Like, look at the wood. I don't know how they pulled this restoration off.
Tom Masheri's long one is good. Tom Sanders was given the opportunity with a lot of daylight. You can't do that to him because he'll score. I'll watch Rogers once again. He runs right into Casey Jones and then shoots it back. Tremendous play by Wilt Chamberlain on the block shot. And now Adels responds by coming to the attack for the Warren. The Russell rebound, and Boston is back to the attack. Now watch Sam Jones as he stops and pops. Rogers once again, spinning, taking, setting up.
Oh, good position.
Chamberlain on the dipper dunk.
Like, that would have been a cool move for Shaq to figure out right there. Just a turn around high release layup.
Chamberlain on the dipper dunk. Now Adels sets Chamberlain up. And Wilt goes on the jump shot to the left. A great play by Chamberlain, but it could hurt the Warrior campers as on this play he injures his hand.
Oh, crap.
Throughout the contest,
did he land on it?
It could hurt the Warrior campers.
Oh, I think so.
Chamberlain, but it could hurt the Warrior campers. Throughout the contest, the effects of this injury seem to be quite apparent. It doesn't completely keep him out of action, but it does bother him. Russell bounces back at the rebound. That's Sam Jones. He's got the daylight. But the rebound goes to Chamberlain. Once again, Rogers racing up the floor. Once again, Boston grabs the rebound. As both clubs have had trouble making the fast break.
Good hustle. Whoa! Did his head hit the backboard?
The rebound. As both clubs have had trouble making the fast break slip. Now.
Oh no, that was his hands. Shoot. That freaked me out.
Chamberlain is knocked down by Willie Nash after the steal. And it'll be the
By the way, how much cooler was this back then where they actually had the baseline clear? You know, people could actually like fall out of bounds and not be at the risk of running into chairs and recording equipment and all that. That's a good amount of space they got there. They should go back to that.
Going to the line.
Fans don't need to be that freaking close.
Russell and Hanson collaborating on the rebound, and Boston is back to the offense. And Russell fast breaking on both big men. Hightower on the long one. Rebound Russell. It's 45-39 at this point. Hightower traveling, Boston with the ball once again.
Oh, no look. Oh, block.
Before the end of the half, both clubs. Waves up and down the floor.
Well, it can't be denied. Watching all this footage, I get excited watching Bill Russell's defense. I get excited watching Wilt Chamberlain's offense.
As the Celtic fast break began to open the contest.
They were like a yin-yang out there. The game needed both of them at the same time.
Constantly sniping. Sam Jones on the field. The rebounding getting a little bit rough. Sam again. This time he makes it.
Dunk.
Wilt Chamberlain stuffing the ball. Here the Warriors playing volleyball off the boards, and it gets from the basket.
There it is.
Shot guided in, makes it 72-69.
Dude. That's a nice putback. Or not even a putback, alley-oop reverse. Oops.
Russell stuffs it.
Nice play.
And Russell getting away from his man on the fast break and getting two to ball.
Wilt Chamberlain, number 13, is the leading scorer for the Warriors with 30 points. Made like this.
Like this, Michael.
Russell's shot is missed. There's a battle for the rebound. Sam Jones misses, and once again, ball batted back out. Still in possession of the Celtics. And
nice
Havlicek
play.
gets 2 points.
Yeah, he's a good playmaker.
Make his move against Havlicek, sets up Chamberlain. Adams hits the jump shot. Back to the attack. Rogers on a drive. Ball banged off the board.
Bill Russell, monster.
In the rebound action, there's a personal foul. And once again, San Francisco has the ball. Bouncing back. They still have not quit. Chamberlain makes it 101-99. They set up their strategy. Watch the rebound. This is the thing that
nice.
Russell came through with a tough rebound, making it 103-99.
By the way, look at the difference back then. look at the audience. Everyone is dressed so formal and so proper back then. Like going out was like a formal event in the old days. And it's just funny because we had a little bit of that still going when I was growing up in the 80s and the 90s. And now everyone's going out in pajamas and stuff. Like nobody cares anymore. It's just funny to see how things change. Times change.
Many of the fans figured the ball game was over at this point.
Now you're going to zoom in after I talk about it, huh? Yeah, look at everybody in their suits and their dresses.
A little difficulty getting the people under control. They really erupted a little while from then. With 12 seconds left, however, San Francisco still feels they have a chance.
This was really cool.
Wants to take their shot of course.
I think I have more of an image in my head of what's going on here than I ever have.
The strategy he wants to use. Here you watch Johnny Havlicek as he actually winds this game up.
They cannot be denied their moment of triumph, and Bedlam breaks out all over again. Boston has beaten the gallant San Francisco Warriors 105-99, and the heroes of this unprecedented achievement in professional sport are hoisted on shoulders again. World champions of the world's #1 basketball league, the NBA.
We were a better team. Emotionally, intellectually, and in most cases physically, as a team, as a unit.
6 straight. Okay. 42. Oh, wow. Okay. So Wilt wasn't playing all 48 back then. Got it. That was when he was a Laker, I believe. All right. Tons of minutes, both of them. Triple the points for Wilt. Field goal percentage was better for Wilt, despite that. Free throw percentage slightly. That's a wash. They're both really bad. But I got to point it out. Bill Russell's shooting percentage, at least against Wilt in this series, was a little rough. This is where it gets stupid. 25 rebounds to 27 rebounds. What are you going to say about any of that? This is a big deal too, though. 5 assists versus 2.5 assists. Shoot. Oh, there we go again. Okay, what else? Is that it? Monsters. The rebound numbers are the most impressive to me. Okay, so that's gonna do it right there. Like I said, I don't know why every time I hit my left click, only in YouTube, it's scrolling down like that. I'm gonna have to figure something out. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna get this out before I forget. But like the takeaway I got from this, I mean, combined with all whatever research I've done up until this point, here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Bill Russell being a phenomenal on-ball defender. Okay, which means that's something that doesn't always become statistically explainable. You know, it's not like he's going to go out there and get you 15 blocks of games, but you can see he's having a huge impact on denying the ball, fronting his player. When he can't, he's still making his life a living hell to just catch the ball, and he's playing Wilt straight up. You know, so great one-on-one on-ball defense. He's also providing weak side help with those blocks. Great rebounder, obviously, and a great playmaker. Offensively, Bill Russell, he looks like he only has a couple of moves to pull from. You know, a lot of that is dunking, layups, and I don't see too much more of a repertoire outside of that. Now, let's go to Wilt Chamberlain. I'm seeing not as good of an on-ball defender, but he's probably responsible for as many or maybe even more blocks than Bill Russell got, because he's going for the big play, you know? But it's a different thing to go for the blocks versus be a good on-ball defender. And I didn't see that much from Wilt there. I also didn't see Wilt like passing ability wise. Rebounds is a no-brainer. Both of these guys are gods in rebounds. And then when we go to the offensive end, that's where it really turns. Wilt is phenomenal on offense. He's got every move. He'll dunk it down with two hands on your head, you know, one-handed. he'll get close to it and do a high release lay-in. He'll do a turnaround hook on you. If he's far enough, then he'll do a turnaround jump shot in your face. Like, he's got the full repertoire as far as an offensive player. In fact, I mean, it's hard to think of any even, players from the 80s or the 90s or the 2000s that I could say really rival his offensive bag. So that's really the main difference. One is a natural scorer, the other isn't, and is a natural defender and playmaker. It's a yin-yang, and then they both are crashing the hell out of the rebounds, making it a fun battle. So that's my takeaway from it. I just wanted to get it out while it's fresh in my head. And I'm curious what you guys took away from that. So yeah, like I said, sorry I was really quiet during the video, but that's just because I was really just trying to study the differences between these two the best I could. And it is cool though. The older I get and the more I look back on this, thanks to YouTube, the more I'm starting to understand these two players and why they were so respected. Because, say what you want about Bill Russell, but he's doing everything minus the scoring. You know what I mean? And guess what? His team is winning for it because he had more deadly scorers surrounding him. So why would he focus all that energy on scoring just to look good when he could be more of a facilitator and then focus more of that energy on rebounding, defense, etc.? Anyways, guys, with that's how I'm seeing things for today. I thank you very much for watching, guys. Yeah, check out this channel, Fuba Sports. If you like this kind of footage, really cool, man. The link is down below. Highly recommend it. And like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Shout out to the comment who linked this video. You know who you are, man. And most importantly, it's the be water, my friends.